What's up, YouTube? Black Dissident here. I just want to make a quick video. I saw a video by, I think, Alpha Charlie Concepts earlier, and real cool guy, seems real knowledgeable. I enjoy his content, and I'm one of his subscribers. And he was talking about the armed prepared citizen loadout, and he was saying something that kind of caught me off guard a little bit, was that he said, you know, he was showing his loadout and stuff like that, and saying that he said, you guys noticed that he doesn't have a handgun. I'm like, yeah, I noticed that when you started the video. But his reasoning was that he's going to be working with the team of guys that he deals with, and he knows and he trusts them, and he's saying that they will be able to provide him cover and stuff so that he wouldn't necessarily have the need to do a transition to the handgun. And then he even went on to talk about how some people were commenting, or would probably comment more than likely, that he would need a handgun, you know, anyway, and due to maybe like a catastrophic failure or something of the long gun. And he said, you know, that's probably, you know, not gonna happen, and we can what if it to death. Well, all that aside, my concern with it, or kind of my thought process with it, is that, you know, the rifle obviously is key, but he also said that he would rather carry a couple extra rifle mags. I mean, I think you should carry enough rifle mags, I mean, as many as you can, without hindering your mobility, obviously. So whatever that number is you landed at, then that's what I think you should carry. So, but that aside, I don't think that I would substitute a couple of extra rifle mags for, you know, in lieu of my handgun, because think about it this way: if you're at camp, you know, and you just kind of hanging around and doing whatever, you know, cooking or just kick back, chilling, whatever the case may be, and this could be just in like based on like a FTX, a field training exercise, you're not gonna want to be tethered to the rifle the whole time. I'm not going to, because I mean, I could just have my handgun. And furthermore, you carry your handgun anyway, you know, on a day-to-day basis. A lot of people do, you know. So why would I not carry my handgun if I'm going into a situation where I feel like I'm going to need a rifle? I'm still going to carry the handgun anyway, because I carry the handgun to go to the grocery store. So I don't know. I just didn't really, I understand what he's saying, but I think he's overlooking some of the points. And like I said, my main thing with that is that now you're either tethered to the rifle no matter what you're doing, or you got to put the rifle down, and now you don't have a firearm. Whereas you could just have a handgun and still, let's say you step away from the guys, you know, and go take a leak. I mean, now you're relegated to carrying that rifle no matter what you're doing. You got to have that rifle with you, or you're unarmed, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't think that's okay. So I just saw that video not too long ago, and it kind of hit me, and I was, you know, in the process of coming, I was like, well, heck, I'll just make a video, you know. And I'm not trying to like call him out or nothing like that. I think he's prior service, and, you know, appreciate your service, sir. If you do see this video, I'm not downing you or knocking you or anything like that. Like I say, I think he's a very intelligent guy, and I really enjoy the content, and it's cool that he got me thinking and prompted me to make this short video for you guys. I was just interested, you know, to see what some of you other guys think about that. If you got any thoughts on that, you know, maybe let me hear it in the comment section. But like I say, my concern is now you're completely tied 100% of the time to that rifle, or you got to make the decision to step away from the rifle and be unarmed. So yeah, that kind of sucks to me. I don't like that. I don't like that a whole lot. But there was something else I wanted to say. But yeah, I mean, you know, you carry your handgun on a day-to-day basis anyway. So I don't know why you would, you know, ditch it to go into some kind of situation like that, whether it be a field training exercise, or you know, if you're really doing some type of homestead or property defense or anything like that. Now you're gonna ditch the handgun and go with just a rifle. I don't see what you benefit from that. I mean, yeah, the handgun weighs a little bit, but I mean, I don't think if you carrying a handgun and a couple spare mags, or maybe 3 spare mags, whatever the case may be, at least 2 spare mags, I would say Glock 19 and 2 spare mags. If that right there, if that amount of weight is going to, you know, be what breaks you, like the straw that breaks the camel's back, then you know, I think you broke already. I think you already overweight at that point. You know, I don't think adding a Glock 19 or whatever and 2 spare mags, I just don't think that that's gonna be what tips the scale to now you're overloaded. I don't know, but I just thought that was interesting. Another point of fact, when I took a defensive carbine course a while back, I noticed that when we started our first drills, they were primarily rifle drills, and I noticed that all the guys that were there ended up leaving their sidearms up at the table, you know, kind of at the staging area when we went down range to begin training for the day. And I mean, these guys were kitted out, and they ended up taking their sidearms out of their holsters, or you know, taking their holster off and leaving the guns up there. Or, you know, I was like, what? And I remember the instructor, he said, hey, he said, you guys, he said, if y'all want to leave your pistols up here, you won't need them for this part of the training. And I'm like, well, I mean, you carry your pistol anyway. You know, you should have been carrying it on the way over here. You should have been carrying it since your feet hit the floor this morning, when you rolled out of bed. So why would you take it off? I don't know. I didn't understand that then. That was something that kind of really messed with me a little bit. I was struggling to wrap my mind around, like, why would I take my handgun off and leave it over here just to go over here and do stuff with the rifle? I don't know. But let me know what you guys' thoughts are on that. And you know, much respect to Alpha Charlie Concepts. I appreciate your videos and appreciate you taking the time to share the information and make the content for myself. You know, I get a lot out of it. Thank you. Black Dissident out.